Okay, hello. My name is Jonathan Satina, and I'm going to be taking you through the Rotoservice project management system. So this will be for when you're logging in as an employee. You'll enter your email and your password. So once you get logged in here, from the very beginning, you'll see the hours you've worked this week. That'll be across all the projects. You'll have, uh, for when you work on a project, they'll need to be approved by the owner. So whatever you have here is what you are waiting for the owner to approve. Um, and this will tell you if you're clocked in or clocked out. So if you clock in, it'll tell you right up there that you are clocked in. So going down and looking at this, obviously, like I said, you have your clock in here. It'll show you your hours this week and your percentage out of 40 hours, how much you have worked. It'll tell you how many days you've worked over the last 7 days and the average hours per day. It'll also at the very bottom tell you your recent clock in history. It'll keep track of the last 7 that you did. After that, it'll refresh. And then once you go over to work hours here, this is where all your recorded hours will be. Same thing, total hours this week. But this time it'll say approved hours this week, which we have 0 for now until the owner approves it. And then this will be where your pending is that you're still waiting on for your owner to update. At the bottom here, you can filter between what project it is that you've worked on, status, as well as the department. For the project summary here, that is going to tell you the hour breakdown by the projects that you've done. So 13 and a half hours into SpaceX, 7.5 of those have been approved, and all of the step 2 ones have been fully approved. And this will be the department summary. This will be where you keep track of each department you worked in that day. Or this will be for the week, I guess. So 12 hours for the week in patterning, 6 hours for foundry, 12 for fitting, 17 for machining. And this was actually requested by the owner to add this, as well as one of the groups who reviewed our prototype. Here you can add work hours using that button up there. You can select the project you worked on, the date. You can select what role you did, how many hours you did it for, and your hourly rate for that. And then you can write a description. And then you can also add another task if you need to, but for now we'll just add one. And then back on the entry list, after you submit it, you do have the choice to submit your drafts that you've made. You can edit them, you can trash them, but in this case, we're going to submit them. Wonderful. Now I'll take you back to the owner side. Same thing. They'll enter their username or email and they'll enter their password. So once they log in, they'll be greeted by a whole lot of things, as the owner should see. You got 2 active projects right now. One of them has been completed. This at risk will be within 7 days the project is due, and then this will be overdue. Active projects right now, you can go ahead and edit those. All you need to do, your name of it, the description, deadline for it, the status of it, the amount of hours you've been budgeted for, how much that breaks down to. So it'd be the estimated cost divided by the budgeted hours. I don't think this adds up here, but yeah. And then, yeah, you can mark it as complete, or you can trash it. Here we have the approved list. This will be for hours that the employees have worked. You can select them all very easily. You can keep track of the summary of people who have worked and what they worked on. And for here, yeah, you can approve someone or you can decline them. And you have to give a reason for why you decline them. Not good work, period. So yeah, and then they'll get notified about that. Then we'll go over to the profits and losses. So this is just a breakdown of the amount that we've been billed, the total cost we put into it, and how much of a profit that would be. And that would go off of active projects as well. And yeah, it'll tell you if it's profitable or if it's a loss. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That's how it goes in that business. And then the department analysis here, it'll break down the amount of hours put into it, the total cost of it, and then the cost impact. So right now, we're under budget at the moment. um, for the audit, that'll just be kind of like the history of what's happened. Now, initially and eventually, what the plan is to be able to sort these things. So, like, everything SpaceX will get grouped into a folder. Everything for step 2 will get grouped into a folder, and that'll help keep track of it, and that will be filtered by date. And then, yeah, you have all the stuff you finished. You can view the details on it, how many people worked on it, how many hours got put into it, how many times people clocked in to work on that. Um, yeah, all that gets put up there. And yeah, obviously you can create a project as well. Uh, like step 2 slide, uh, 20 by 40. Oh, sorry, 20 by 40. Yeah. And then, yeah, you can change the date for when it's due. 2030. It's a long project. But yeah, the budgeted hours will be around probably for about a step 2 project, usually around 60 man hours. And they usually pay pretty solidly for that. I don't know. Or that's how much it'll cost. And then, yeah, you just do the math on that. Probably somewhere around there, 6 times 5. Yep. So that's how that breaks down. And yeah, they'll show up there. Got a lot of days left remaining on it. Got a lot of time to work on that. Yeah, that is the summary of it. And then this is what the home screen looks like. You get to select your role, forgot your password, enter your email, and then it'll send you a email link for that. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching.